believe they're going to eat or something.
Well, they say that fermentation is how people figured out how to make alcohol.
Yeah.
They figured out they got drunk from fermented things.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a certain amount of intoxication you get from those fermented things?
Maybe. I don't know. That's a good question. I know alcohol, it was a way to transport water. Wine was a way to transport water. They're like, because a lot of places they would go to, it was a big thing. Anthrax was huge because the animals would go to, they fall in the water, and then the whole pond or the whole water source becomes anthraxy. That's where anthrax comes from.
Really?
Yeah.
So it just comes from like a decaying animal?
Yeah. And so it was, a lot of water was unsafe. So like, we need to figure out a way to carry water with us. And they figured out a lot of ways, but wine was one of them. Well, we can carry this for, years. We can carry this. And they didn't have corks. They just put a bit of olive oil on top of it, which would seal it. And I was like, that means that if you go logically, they were drinking a shit pile of wine because they were like, well, I'm not going to trust the water because I don't know that the animals haven't died in it. So I'll just drink wine all day, every day.
So they lived off wine. That is hilarious.
Yeah,
that explains like a lot of the crazy shit that people did back then. Just drunken bands of marauders going from hillside to hillside.
Yeah.
That's really crazy if you stop and think about it. Like the people that were traveling and drinking wine exclusively for hydration.
Yeah.
And what the difference it must have been on the way they thought and behaved.
Sure.
That explains a lot of history.
It does.
It really does, right?
We're figuring it all out here.
Yeah, we figured out two things. We figured out we just got to get a pipeline from
Greenland, from Antarctica or Greenland, sure.
Pour that water into Palm Springs, the Palm Desert, all that area. Just fucking make it a lush tropical forest. We could do that.
All right.
Just how about a big pipe and like a sprinkler system over LA? It just rains once a week.
LA needs water.
Imagine if that's what it came down to. We have artificial like high rail like shower systems over cities. It doesn't rain anymore in LA, so LA decided it needed a shower system.
It would cause a lot of news saying we're going to reuse the Keystone Pipeline not for oil but for glaciers so that we can actually have water.
That would be badass. Nobody would oppose that. Who would oppose moving water?
Well, if oil keeps going down and water keeps going up, it'll be economically feasible. You'll make more money selling water than you will oil.
It'll be a commodity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the projection, right?
Yeah.
We're going to actually have an issue with fresh water within the next 50 to 60 years.
Oh, sure, we have an issue with it now.
Well, when you see those lakes in Texas, if you've been to Austin, they have Lake Travis and Lake Austin. And Lake Travis, they don't artificially feed.
Yeah.
Lake Austin looks badass, but Lake Travis is vanishing.
Yeah, all the we did a piece on it. All the houseboats and everything are sitting just on like not even dry land, like caked, like scorched land.
Yeah, and the docks are nowhere near the water anymore.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like hundreds of yards. It's weird. It's like
Texas has been in drought now for 3 years. 3 years.
As is California. Yeah. It's I think theirs is
worse.
Theirs is worse. Also, they have a lot of agriculture there too, right? They have a lot
of
farms.
The big thing is now I believe the numbers are like staggering. Like 1/3 of beef cattle are gone. Whoa. Which in Texas is a huge number. It's millions and millions.
We have a lot of agriculture in California, but do we have nearly as much as Texas has?
I think.
Who needs more water?
Well, I think there's more straight up agriculture in California, but there's more